to our Eric Shawn and the brand new migrant arrest in New York City that the NYPD is talking about. Eric?
Yes, so John, that news conference breaking just now. An illegal immigrant from Ecuador arrested, apprehended, under arrest, suspected of sexually assaulting, as you said, a teenage girl in a New York City park last week. A police source says this photo shows 25-year-old Christian Giovanni Ingolandi being taken into custody after neighbors who recognized him from his wanted posters pounced on Landy. They held him until police arrived in the early hours this morning. Landy is accused of threatening two teens, a girl and a boy, both 13 years old, after pulling a machete-style knife and then forcing them into a secluded area of the woods in a park in the New York City borough of Queens. That's where police say he used a shoelace to bound their hands together before Landy allegedly sexually assaulted the young girl. Despite the traumatic experience, the teens were able to describe this distinctive animal tattoo that you can see in the police sketch that they described to the police sketch artist. That tattoo seems to match the animal tattoo seen on Landy's chest. Authorities say Landy lives in a nearby men's shelter, and sources say he illegally crossed the border near Eagle Pass, Texas, that busy spot, in 2021. Landy does have an arrest record, mainly for low-level offenses. Former NYPD detective and New York Republican Senate candidate Mike Scaparone is calling for a migrant crime task force. He says that's needed to focus on illegals.
We're talking about people who have committed crimes, people who are here illegally. We should be scrutinizing what they do. You're right. We scrutinize mobsters. We scrutinize recidivist people. Not enough. We need to start scrutinizing the recidivists more and more and more, and we'll stop the crime.
Well, Sacramento and police are praising those teen victims for having the state of mind and the composure to describe the different elements that they saw, that tattoo, and other details of this horrific crime to police. That suspect, again, right now in custody, has been processed. The news conference ongoing about those details. John, back to you.
All right, Eric Shawn Force leading us off. Thank you, Eric. Sandra?
And we're going to get right in for that now on the migrant arrested in the broad daylight assault of that 13-year-old girl. This is the chief of the detectives on the ongoing investigation. Let's see if we can pick up some more details from Joe Kenny here. Listen.
District Attorney's Office, but the charges are going to be as follows. For our female victim, rape, sex abuse, robbery in the first degree, menacing, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, endangering the welfare of a child, and possession of a weapon. For the male victim, robbery in the first degree, menacing, criminal possession of a weapon, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, endangering the welfare of a child. I'd like to thank Chris Lapolis and all of Special Victims for their efforts in bringing this case to a successful conclusion. Thank you.
As the title would say, how many more victims have to suffer before we, the people, wake up to reality? A report from New York, of all places, not surprised. 13-year-old girl was the victim of an illegal migrant that she had no business there in the first place. So how many more victims have to be? I think I know when it might change. One time, that's one time. Let it be a top elite daughter being attacked like that. Let it be a top elite entertainer, an athlete attacked like that. Give it one time, then they might change their mind. But as long as it's everybody else, they don't care. And listen to like Kanye West, our government don't care about us at the bottom. They don't care. They only care about protecting themselves. So in other words though, wake up politicians. November's coming up and your time has come.